When you spoke to Aung San Suu Kyi, did you come away feeling that there's more that she could and should be doing? Because she's the object of a lot of dissatisfaction, a lot of criticism in the West.
When I met Dosu, and this is not my first meeting, remember that last year, October, there was also a cycle of violence happened in Rakhine state. December, I flew to Rakhine state. I even flew to Rakhine state. I flew to Cox's Bazar, the refugee camp in Bangladesh. So I can see by my own eyes how is the situation there. And I was also proposed at that time to Myanmar government to have the ASEAN meeting. That is the new it's not the new tradition, but this is for the first time that ASEAN sit and discuss a situation that happening in member countries. Of course, still with upholding all the principle. And from my conversation with Dosu, I still see the intention of Dosu to follow up. I mean, I give you two examples, two things. That is on the humanitarian assistance, and then the second one is on the implementation of Annan report. I had a lengthy discussion with Dosu on these two important issues. On the the humanitarian assistance, when I discussed with her, then he said that, okay, for the humanitarian assistance, it's open for the international help, led by government, in cooperation with Red Cross movement, including ICRC. Then we discussed about the ASEAN involvement in this relief. So we discussed it with Dosu. And then on the Annan, we discussed also how to implement this recommendation. There is 88 recommendation in Annan report. And it was submitted by Mr. Annan on the 24th of August. And the government of Myanmar accepted this recommendation and has the commitment to implement it. So that's why they established a committee to implement. The problem is that, to be very honest, there is gap of communication between the civilian government and the military. So we have to see that, and we have to convey the message also to the military, because without support of the military, even on the humanitarian assistance, then that will be difficult to distribute, to deliver the humanitarian assistance. So that's why when I talk to Commander-in-Chief, I talk a lot on these two issues. Humanitarian, because I don't want to see more victims, and the situation is getting worse. I don't want to see that. And of course the implementation, and we have to, again, to engage more on the military.
Well, Minister, certainly given the limits to what Aung San Suu Kyi can do as state counselor with the military, which has the control and the authority over the security situation, I think your assessment is valid, that it's important for the international community and particularly for Myanmar's neighbors to not only talk directly with the Burmese military, but also to help make clear both that you stand ready to help, and secondly that they are putting not only Myanmar but the region at risk by opening the door to the radicalization of a minority within the country.